Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers and welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe, like, share, comment. It helps grow the channel. Thank you so much for all the beautiful comments in the crochet groups I'm involved in. You guys are the best. Really encourage people, and that's beautiful to see. Thank you so much again. And feel free to ask any questions if you're stuck with any work that you're doing of my patterns. I'll be more than happy to help out with any issues you might have with the stitch. We are going today to do a granny square, but a little bit with a twist. What do I mean by a twist? It's a 3D flower built in the granny square, which is beautiful to do, like pillowcases or even bedspread, things like that. Basically for anything you want, but I think it looks really nice into pillowcase decoration on top of the bed or the sofas, things like that. It's gorgeous. So we're going to get started, people. And don't forget to hit the bell notification for the newcomers for the new uploads. Okay. I use size 4 in thread, 100% cotton. This is European thread, Portuguese thread. You can do whatever size you like. Of course, you know that the bigger the thread size, the bigger your square, your flower will be. So we are going to get started on this. Needle size 3, you'll need a pair of scissors, and if you want to add, you could also do some pearls in the center of it. So we are going to start by making the magic circle. If you have a hard time with the magic circle, which is very simple, you just wrap on your finger once and you pull the thread through it. If you have a hard time, just do 6 stitch and lock it in. Inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 3 stitch going up, and inside of it we are going to do 16 regular chain stitch. So 16 times, and that's counting with the 3 that we went up. So I'll get you a little bit closer. And after we do the 16, we're going to lock it in on the 3rd place up top. So we've done the 16 stitches. We're going to pull into our magic circle, and we're going to lock it in on the 3rd place right up here. Of course, I have a very tight stitch, so it's always okay. I am going to cut it because I am going to use the multicolored. It's purple mixed with sort of like a yellowish green, if you want to put it that way. I'm going to run this through a few spaces back here. Okay, you guys. So we turn once, and you pretty much grab anywhere you'd like to start off. And I better get my attention on this camera because I have a bad habit of not paying attention to it. Okay, so lock it in, pull your string from the back, and already you can start hiding it by doing the stitch. Okay, we're going to do 7 stitches, chain stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to turn once, and we're going to count 4 space back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to grab right in the center both of the loops in there so it can be secure. And inside of here, counting with the 3 that's here that we came back down, we're going to do 12 stitch, all in the same place. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, it's going to stay like that. Very funny looking. And right away on the next space, you're going to lock it in with a small stitch. Like that. And you go back and you do your 7 stitch again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, back 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grab right in the center on the 2 loops on the center so it can be nice and secure. So I already have 2 stitch in. And we're going to do 10 more. A total of 12 inside of the same loop. This is a beautiful flower. It's a Margarida flower, just like my name. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Down to 12, you're going to go right into the next stitch, and we're going to lock it in. Just like that. So it's going to look funny, but at the end we're going to fix it all up. And then again, your 7th stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to do that all the way around until the end. Okay, everybody, so we've reached the 16th flower. As you can see, it all looks like, you know, all out of place, but it's going to get fixed now. So we're on the last one here. Now, normally we would have went right next to the space and lock it in, but we're not going to lock it in here. Obviously, we're going to lock it in exactly where the 3 stitch we started going up. So we're going to lock it in here, and we're going to close it with the 3 with the small stitch. Now where the 3 stitch go up, we are going to go in here and we're going to just lock it in with a very, very small stitch, the extra small, 3 times. So because the whole point of this is for us to get to the middle here of the little flower where we created all these stitches. Right in the center there's that little hole. So we're going to lock it in with a small stitch, and we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. We're going to grab the next petal right next to it. Just be careful because you can jump it since they're all like out of place. Pay attention that you're not missing any petals. It can happen. It has happened to me. So we close it in the middle. 1, 2, and 3. We go into the next petal and we grab right by the middle, and we close it in with a small stitch. And 1, 2, and 3 again. We grab the next petal and we close it in again. We're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, and 3. Very simple, nothing to it. And 1, 2, and 3. So we're supposed to have 16 petals, or 16 flowers if you want to call it. Okay, and then they're just going to fall into place like that. They're just going to get all organized into place. They look messy now, but look, once you start stitching them, they fall right into place. So I'll meet you at the end, people. We are on our last one. You just would go on your middle there and just lock it in with a very small stitch. Now, as you can see in the back, you have all the loops that are all back here once we've locked in the last one. Now, you'd go into the first loop and you'd lock it in on the first loop. So you'd go 1, 2, 3 up, and you're going to do 2 more stitches. So you're going to have a group of 3 stitches in here. 2 separation. We're doing the corner of the square, and 2 more stitches here. So you're going to have a total of 3. 3, 2 separation, and 3 more. Now you go into the next loop behind the paddle there for the 3 chains we just finished making. You don't do a separation, and you do 3 more stitches. If your stitch is extremely tight, you can do 1 stitch separation. If it's too loose, don't do none. I am going to not do none because I'm trying to do it as loose as I possibly can. And I'm going to make 3 more. So we did the corner, we did the next loop, we did 3. We went right to the next loop, 3, and 1 more time. Next loop, we're going to do 3. So basically, we're going to have 3 groups of 3, as you can see. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is your corner. Next loop, 3. Next loop, 3. Next loop, 3. Now the next one, we're doing the corner again. So we're going into the next loop. We're going to do a group of 3. 2 separation for the corner, and on the same place, 3 more. So we've done the other corner. Now, as you can see, it's lined up. We're going to go into the next loop where we have the 3 stitches, and we're going to do again 3 more. And the next one, 3 more. So we're going to do 3 times the same thing. 3 groups on 3 different loops, and 1 more group on the next loop. And then we're going to do the corner on the next loop. So 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2 separation, and 3 more on the same place. Very simple to do, and it's such a gorgeous pattern flower. So next loop, 3 more. We're doing the last side of the square. Next loop, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And 1 more time, 1, 2, and 3. So we have the, as you can see, and then the last 1, 2, 3, and then we have the last corner, 1, 2, and 3, 2 for separation on the same place, 3 more, 1, 2, and 3. We go into the next loop and we do a group of 3. It's the last side wall we're doing. Next group on the next loop, and the last group of 3 on the last loop, 2 and 3. You'd come where we started off the corner and you'd lock it in on the third place and you lock it in. You can cut your thread, or you can continue on with the same color. Just go to the corner, walk through it to the corner, and restart again. I'm going to lock it in, and I'm just going to tie it in between these loops here. And I'm going to give it a knot on one of them. It doesn't matter where, just to be secure that it's not going to go anywhere, and go through the loop again. The excess you cut off, and you got this beautiful square flower. Look at that. It's beautiful margarita. Now I'm going to grab the multicolored green, and I'm just going to give it one row so you can see it clearly, how you can attach or how big you can make your square. So I have the multicolored green. If I had only the lime green, I would have used the lime green for this, but I don't have any more. I have to get some. So I'll just use this since it's my demonstration, or whatever color you'd like to use. So you'd lock it in. You'd grab any corner where you have your corner, and you'd lock in. We're going to do the corner first. Hide your thread, your yarn already. You go up 3, and you're going to make your 2 groups of 3 inside of the corner, creating the corner again. So we have 3, 1, 2 separation, and 3 more inside of the same place, creating the corner. We're going to give 1 separation. We're going to go into the next space in between where we did the 3 groups underneath in the space, and we're going to create 2 stitches. You can create 3 if you like. I'm going to create 2 because then I can do another row and create 3. So I'm going to do another stitch. So I'm going to do 2, 1 separation, and 2 more stitches on the next between the groups underneath. 1 separation, and go between the 2 underneath again. 1 separation, and we're doing the other corner. Very simple to make, and gorgeous, gorgeous flower for any pattern. Especially people that want to do, like I said, the pillowcases. 1, 2, and 3 on the corner, 1 separation, go in between. Oops, what am I doing? Turn and do a group of 2 on the same place. 1 separation, go in between, and another group. Sorry about the construction, but they're building behind the house here, and it's been a nightmare with this noise, with this construction. They're building a building, so I'm so sorry about the hammering and all the noise. It's crazy, and we got to live with this every day for a little while. I have no choice but to listen to it. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have 4 groups of 2, 1 separation, and you do your corner again with your 2 groups of 3. 1, 2 separation, and 3 more on the same place. One separation, you go in between the groups underneath and create 2 more. 1 separation, and you go again. And again. So you're going to do 4 groups of 2 on your edges. Whoops. Whoops. 1 separation, not 2. And into the corner again. One, 2. One separation, and in between the groups again. One separation, and in between the groups. Now if you wanted to go bigger, then you would just continue on adding your stitches and go bigger. Like the next row, you'd add like 3 inside of the loops here if you'd like, or you keep it as 2. It's up to you. You have that option. 1 separation, and we're on the last one, so we're gonna hook it here in the corner. Gonna cut our yarn, thread, whatever you're using, and you lock it in. You go through the loops. And I usually like to make a knot to be secure, so I'm going to make a knot right here on the corner where the corner is, and then go through some of the loops again, and you're sure that nothing is going to come apart. And then you can just go through some of the loops back here, pull through in it, and you can cut the excess because it's not going to go anywhere, because you have just give it a knot. And here it is, people. And you can just fix it like that. And you can continue adding your rows, or you just attach them. You know, when you make your next square, just attach them on the corners and on where the separations between the groups are. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous flower. Now, if you want to add the pearl, you would just pass your thread from the magic circle to the front, and You would choose whatever color you would like. And you put through widen up a little bit more the holes, make it easier to pull through it. I will have the reveal shots at the end so it can look really nice. You guys can have an idea, more or less. And I want to thank every single one of you for creating this beautiful piece with me. And thank you so much for being part of this family, this journey. And the newcomers, I hope you like what you saw. And if so, please subscribe, like, share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for new uploads. And God bless everybody. Stay safe. So basically you'd run through it right across from it because you want to have it exactly right across. Bring your string back to the back like that. And you would just go through any of these loops here like that, pull through it and give it a knot so it doesn't come out of place. Leave your string a little bit long or else it's a little bit hard to get through it. When you start at the beginning with your magic circle, leave a little bit of space, extra thread so you don't have a hard time passing it through the back and into the pearl and then tying it in the back. Anyway, so you go through the little loops here. You cut the excess out and your pearl is pretty much done. And there it is, people. So thank you so much again, people. I will be creating more table runners very shortly. I'm just waiting for some thread to arrive. New cones of thread of 1 kilo that I've ordered. Can't wait to get them. And the lady that I order from on mainland, she does ship out overseas. So I will be leaving the information once I get the thread and work with it and fill you in what it's about, how it is, and if it's even worth it. I know as far as price, it's very worth it. For a kilo of a cone of thread, it's like €9, Canadian or American. It's about between $14 and $16. Then you have shipping, of course. Still, even if you have shipping to ship it out, let's say it's another $5-6. So you're looking at $18 to $20 for 1 kilo. I think it's very well worth it when we usually spend like $12.99 for like 100 grams or 150 grams or not even. So yeah, it's really well worth it. But I will fill you in once I get it and once I work with it. I will show you on my next videos once I receive it and fill you in and leave in her email and her son's email because he does speak English. So you guys can contact them directly, and she has many, many colors, as much as I have here in multicolored, gorgeous colors. And she has size 4, size 6, size 8, size 10, and size 20, people, that you can do carpets, rugs, whatever, and beautiful on the colors that you, I mean, it's unthinkable. It's like crazy. It's really worth it. So I can't wait. I'm supposed to have my shipment come in this week. And we'll be working on a table runner, which I have 2 orders that I need urgent to ship out. And I haven't started because I want to do it with that type of thread to see how it is, how I work with it, and how I know the thread by knowing the brand and the thread. And she buys them, orders them from Brazil. And of course, we don't have those cones here in Portugal, but she managed to get them shipped to her from Brazil. And because I'm in the island, well, she needs to receive it from Brazil and then ship it to me here in the island because she is on mainland of Portugal. So I can't wait to get my hands on it and feel the texture because I know the product, but I haven't worked with the product. I've seen the product and demonstrations of the product, but I've never worked with it or touched it. So I am very curious about it. And once I do know, I will let everybody know. There's a lot of yous keep asking me on Facebook, and a lot of yous on the crochet groups are asking me about the thread. And so I questioned her. I said, I have a lot of people on crochet groups asking me about it. Do you ship out? And she says, yes. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I can leave all the information and tell you how it works and how I feel with it. And we'll take it from there. I ordered size 4 to test it out because by size 4, you already can see the texture of the thread. I mean, if it's harsh, if it's not, if it's soft and whatever and whatnot. And it's size 4. The only difference, I believe it is, because it's Brazilian brand, their numbers are a little bit thicker than the Portuguese ones. This is size 4, but I'm extremely 100% sure, or 99.9%, let's say, that the 4 that I ordered, the size 4 I ordered, it's a little bit thicker than this, by a pinch. So I can't wait to get it. Anyway, so that's about it, people. Thank you so much again. And I'll see you in the next video. Please stay safe. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care.